Here we go. What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment from TiCGN.com. Welcome to episode 38 of the Double XP podcast. And I do want to apologize for the first time in 38 episodes. It's a sausage fest. As you guys know, Mamacita is sick. She was hoping she would make it back today, but she will make it back next episode, she promises. And as usual, we don't know where the hell Crunk is. So it's all dudes today. We apologize. We're going to start off with these introductions. We're going to start off with my light-skinned brother from somebody else's mother, Mr. Nickodemus X.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Thanks for joining the podcast, the Double XP podcast. And I'm just here to hear the gospel of Black Jesus today. I heard, the Savior of Xbox was born yesterday. So I'm here to hear the good news of the true 4K power for those of you who have it.
Yeah, because you've been talking about Black Jesus for a while. I know you're going to cop it eventually. I know.
Yeah.
As you guys didn't know, we used to have a podcast called the Trophy Life Podcast. And for some reason, I don't know who to blame, but it ain't been around for a while.
Oh,
but
man.
as you guys know, we are trying to get that back. And one of the people we've been having on the show is my man Dallas here, who is now officially a member of the Inner Circle Games Network. He will be writing reviews for our website, TiCGN.com. He will be podcasting as well. As of right now, he will solely be on the Double XP podcast. And as we work out the kinks for Trophy Life, he will be on the Trophy Life podcast. Shout out to my man Dallas. Dallas, what's happening, man?
Man, what's up with y'all? What's up with it? I am here right now as the extra long acreage of this here sausage fest we having.
Damn.
Once again, I don't even know what to say, man. I'm just kind of cool. I can feel the hate already.
All right.
Already. So I'm here to accept it. We love everybody for the most part.
And then we got my man from the Press Start podcast. If you guys know, we each week I've had one of the guests on. We had Eric on last week. We had J Main on. We had Alex on before that. Today we have the host of the Press Start podcast, the leader of the Switch Gang. Oh, Press Start Kofi.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a pleasure, man. When Fame DM me to come on the podcast, I had to pull up for my man. Big shout out to you. Happy birthday to you, and thanks for having me on the podcast, man.
My guy. I appreciate it. Kofi, I don't know if Kofi knows. I've been subscribed to Kofi before he blew up. I know Kofi gonna say, "Oh, I got a small channel." Kofi blowing up. He got one of the best podcasts going. He got one of the best channels going. But I was sub to him before his head got big. So you're rocking with my man Kofi. So we also have Mike Mullins from the NLG podcast, but he's currently having sound issues. You guys can see his logo here. So once his sound issues are
can y'all hear me?
Oh, there we go. Mike.
Hooray, hotel internet.
But yeah, we do have Mike from NLG. Mike, go ahead and shout your stuff out, man. Let the people know where you are, where you're from, brother.
First off, what's going on, everybody? Kofi,
hey,
good to
man.
see you, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I've been waiting for that invite back to
Anytime, man. Yeah, I'm always looking for new people to come through again. So
it's great to see you guys. It's great to be on. I am Mike from the original Next Level Gaming. We're on Sunday nights, 9 o'clock on YouTube. Of course, we do some videos here and there, and then we do our big podcast on Sunday nights. And come hang out with us. We're fun and no fanboy bullshit.
Beautiful. Thanks for rocking with us today, Mike. Hey, no problem. And then I can't get this podcast started without a thank you. As you guys know, I do turn 30 today. And you guys know as well, I did not plan on buying an Xbox One X until next year. For a couple of reasons. For a couple of reasons. Number one, I was going to wait for a themed console. And number two, around this time of year, I really focus all my funds onto my family, my wife, and my kids. But I got a pleasant surprise yesterday from Kratos. You guys might know him as Kratos or JW on Twitter and also on YouTube. The man, he blessed me with an Xbox One X, and I am forever grateful. I've never I received a gift like that from somebody before. And usually around this time of year, like the past few years, I'm the one giving stuff away. This year, fortunately, I won't be doing a big giveaway like that. But I was blessed by the man, Jay, and I'm forever grateful, man. So shout out to the man, Jay. If you guys don't, go follow him on Twitter. He is a fellow Texan, and he will be. We're going to force this man to be on Double XP when we all get down to PAX this year. We're going to go ahead and get the ball rolling. We're getting a little feedback here while I figure out where that's coming from.
It might be coming from me, man. It might be.
Gotcha. So the Xbox One X has released. Anybody on the panel pick up Black Jesus?
Nope.
No, not because I hate it or anything, but because I don't have 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, so I want to go around the panel and I want to ask the people from what you've seen from people on Twitter, people who actually give, honest opinions about technology and things like that. Do you guys think or believe that the Xbox One X is as advertised? I'm going to start with the man Kofi, who I know has a powerful rig. Do you think the Xbox One X is as advertised, especially compared to what you have in your rig?
I'm guessing you're referring to the true 4K. How basically did Microsoft deliver its promise?
Yeah.
I would say somewhat. I would say somewhat. If we're talking about true 4K, and do they mean that every game's going to be native 4K? But we already know that's not going to be the case as well. What I would say is Microsoft did deliver a good mid-gen console. Much better than the PS4 Pro. It seems like they actually really took their time with this console, and all the enhanced games that they have available, it's a lot. Because I don't know if you remember the PS4 Pro's launch, I don't even think it had more than 40 enhanced games at launch. It's probably less. But I might have to fact check that. I'm pretty sure it was less than 40 or something like that. Definitely nowhere near what Microsoft has done. So I gotta give them props for that. But as for them delivering the true 4K experience, if you were a smart gamer, you wouldn't have believed the hype right away. Anyways, I've been gaming on PC for maybe 3 years now, and I'm what you call the gold chain gamer. You know what I'm saying? Once I jumped into PC gaming, I bought the best of the best. Currently I'm rocking a 1080 Ti, so I know what it takes to run current gen games.
The gold chain gamer? What does that mean? That blew in my head. That blew in my head. What's that about? It's a Canadian thing?
No. Gold chain gamer means that you just spend a lot of money on shit on like
that Nino Brown type of shit.
Yeah, like you buy everything.
That Nino Brown gold chain type of shit.
Somebody ain't got no wife and kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm what you call the gold chain gamer. That's what they call me.
I can't stand y'all single motherfuckers. Go ahead.
So
y'all.
So I know what it takes. What it takes to run a game at 4K. Because I got a 1080 Ti, and some of these games, these modern games, are really demanding. Even a $900 GPU, that's how much it costs over here, can't even run these games 4K max settings, 60 at least. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who it was, Albert Pinello or he came on a podcast, said 4K 60, no compromises.
TiC podcast, actually.
Yeah. So, when I heard that, and at that point we knew what the console was spec'd at, right? I called bullshit. I called bullshit because, man, if my, $1,000 rig can't do 4K max setting 60 uncompromised, there's no way in hell a freaking console which is twice as small, so it can't even be clocked as high. It's still using similar CPU what's in the original Xbox One, what I'm saying, just with a beefier GPU. No way in hell it's gonna be doing that.
Is that the biggest issue, Kofi, from a PC guy? That CPU is the main reason why.
Well, the console. What that means, with my knowledge, is a lot of these games, you probably won't see a lot of 60 frames per second games in CPU heavy games. That's what that means to me, you know, with my knowledge. Corridor shooters, maybe first party games, because like Gears of War, I see that's well optimized in-house game. Yeah, we could see 60 frames per second with that Forza, but games like Assassin's Creed Origins, you know, apparently a certain insider said that we're gonna get a 1080 60 frames per second mode.
Bang bang. Shots fired.
Turns out that's not the case, right? So games with that are CPU intensive, I wouldn't really expect them to be, you know, 60 frames per second on the Xbox One. Well, clearly this console was designed to push pixels, right? So it's
Right.
pretty good job at that right now. Well, overall, Microsoft delivered a good console. Like, in my personal opinion, if you're an Xbox gamer, it's your primary console. You got a 4K TV. This is a good buy. I would buy it. You know what I'm saying? This is a good buy, and I would buy it.
You would buy it as a PC gamer with the 1080 Ti?
Not as a PC gamer, but if I was just a console gamer and I actually enjoy Xbox, even if I didn't enjoy Xbox and I just wasn't even into PC gaming, I probably would get an Xbox One X for what it's doing. At least, you know, you're gonna get the better performing multiplats on the Xbox One X.
I don't think the majority of console gamers care about frames per second, apparently.
What lies? That's the most important thing, sir.
I don't really think so, because the reason why they made this console the way it is to push pixels is because everybody's always talking about pixels. The console gamers really don't be talking about frames like that.
Yeah, Sony did tell me that 1080p would make me a better gamer, so
stop.
They did.
No, stop.
Yeah, they did.
They did, bro. That's a fact. That happened.
Oh God. You got
however, I'm with Nickodemus, man. Frame rate over resolution any day of the week.
Yeah, that's my thing, but I don't think console gamers really care about that.
Yeah, you know, like, it's so much easier to advertise 4K. Like right now, 4K, even if you're not into gaming, you know, say if you're like just a casual, look, they're selling 4K TVs. That's like the new thing right now. You know what I'm saying? 4K HDR. So it's just way easier to advertise that as a selling point to just, you know, regular consumers and, you know, 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? As a PC gamer, as myself, I prioritize frame rate over everything. But don't get it twisted. I love both. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have such an expensive PC, so I can have the luxury of both. You know, the highest resolution possible that I can do with the best performance. You know, but I run into situations sometimes that I can't run something at 4K and get the performance that I want. That's when you gotta go in and, you know, tinker with the settings, maybe lower the resolution or lower the resolution scaler. You know, that's the benefits of PC gaming right there. So I always try to get a nice steady frame rate. Ever since I've been gaming on PC, I haven't played a 30 frames per second game on my PC.
A peasantry.
Yeah.
Now, Kofi, let me ask you this: as a PC gamer, what can Microsoft do to convince you to buy an Xbox One X?
I think we had this discussion.
Exclusives that are only on Xbox One.
I think we had this discussion before, and the reality is, for me to honestly be interested in the Xbox console again, is if they started, you know, making exclusive content on the console. And then as a PC gamer, which you don't want, I'm sure, right? You want them to continue with Xbox. Yeah, I feel like that's a good lane for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a good lane for Microsoft right now. The Play Anywhere. Look, Microsoft supporting the Windows platform is not a bad thing. I don't know why people make it seem like a bad thing. I know it's a dig at the fanboys. Basically, it's used as ammo in the console war, saying like, "Oh, your platform got no exclusives." But in reality, how many people are like me? You know, I really think the crossover is so freaking small. It's not significant. You know what I'm saying? Like the crossover between like people like me who got like PCs like this. I feel like the crossover is so small that's not even a main issue. But for me personally, what Microsoft needs to do for me to pick up the console is, make exclusive content for the console that I can't get nowhere else. But I think Microsoft is past that. It seems like they're in a whole different lane right now. The whole Play Anywhere thing is great. They're turning it into more service-based. They're turning it the Xbox into more service-based, Game Pass. And I feel like it's a good lane for them. It's not a bad thing. It's a good lane.
Okay. Nick, from what you've seen, do you think, what do you think on social media or YouTube, things like that, do you think the Xbox One X is as advertised?
Yeah, for the most part, I think they are giving the console gamers like what they want as far as 4K, native on some games, most games, checkerboard rendering or whatever. But I think it is as advertised. I mean, for the price that you're getting, it is a pretty good upgrade considering this is a mid-gen refresh. I think it was kind of overhyped. Not saying that Microsoft themselves kind of overhyped it. I think like a lot of the fanboys overhyped it quite a bit to make it seem like it was more than what it is. But for what it truly is, from what I see, especially from Digital Foundry, trusted sources like that, it is pretty damn impressive, and it is delivering, in my humble yet often correct opinion. Now, as for me, I'm not in the 4K space yet. I'm saying? I'm still in this peasantry that is 1080p. So I don't personally have any interest in it,
help him.
Whatsoever. You can help me by sending some ducats my way. I'll buy a 4K TV, my brother.
Oh no, I ain't got no ducats, G.
That's what you know. Okay, whatever. You've been working overtime. I know what you got. Don't you trying to fool me, brother. You can send your light skinned brother some ducats over here. You know what I'm saying? So
I let you hold 4K life.
A what?
$1 too.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna make me do that. You're gonna make me do that dollar. Never mind, I ain't gonna say it on this podcast. But nah, man.
Go fund me.
But nah, man. I mean, for me, I'm not interested in it because I'm not in that 4K life. But for those who do have 4K TVs and the Xbox fans, I think it's a good purchase or whatever. The only other thing for me really though is the lack of exclusives. That's always my concern when it comes to Xbox. So if they can definitely pick that up a bit in 2018,
just need some games.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Need some games. So if they pick that up a bit in 2018, it would even further tickle my fancy.
Well, according to Phil, now that the X is out, they're going to start investing in first-party studios, which that should have been a priority 3 years ago. But
we heard him say that before, so we gotta wait and see.
Yeah, we gotta see. The show improve now, man. For real.
Yo, Mike, do you believe the Xbox One X is as advertised? You think people are getting their $500 worth?
Well, it depends on who you're following. Most of the rabid Xbox fans say yes, of course. I'm not gonna know until Saturday when I crack mine open. Now, I want to piggyback though off something Nickodemus just said, because this is kind of interesting. I'm also because I'm married with 3 kids, I'm also a 1080p peasant. My television is going to have to catch on fire before I can replace it. I'm still running that DLP life.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but let me tell you.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Tell you what though, man, it's a Mitsubishi. I just put a new lamp in it. Damn thing still looks fantastic. So, but here's the thing, and this is where Microsoft has their biggest issue. I know people say it's in their studios, but I think it's in a whole different area that they don't know how to fix, and that's their messaging. And I'll tell you why. I had no interest in this thing last year because Phil Spencer told us flat out, if you don't have 4K, get the Xbox One S, because this thing won't do a thing for you. He literally said this to Eurogamer. It's in print. And so I already had an Xbox One. I don't need an S. I'm good. So I was like, well, apology console, but it's not for me. Fast forward 6 months, and all of a sudden, Mikey Barra and Albert Pinello's out there going, well, wait a minute, all you 1080p guys, check out all this great stuff this console is going to do for you. And I'm like, well, that's not what you said 6 months ago. So as time went on and they started talking about all the benefits that I'll get, I looked at that and said, well, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to build, a giant PC because, A, I don't have Kofi money, and B, I don't have Kofi age anymore. So I'm married, 3 kids, and 44 years old. There's no $2,000 PC in my future. So thanks to GameStop's crazy trade-in deal they did a couple months ago, I was able to get this thing for $350. That was hard for me to pass up because when I do get a 4K TV sometime next year, when I light mine on fire, I'll have something ready to go with it. Now, if I might, there's one thing that I do find interesting, and it is the game thing. Depending on who you do, again, why would you spend a phone? Oh,
somebody hotel and turned it into an Xbox.
I mean, but I'm a serious question. My game of the year this year so far for this.
You're Mike. Hold on. I'm about to mute him for a second. Mike, you're cutting in and out like really bad. Do you mind to reset? Your hotel internet turning you into an Xbox. So you sound bad, G.
Why the pause real
quick.
Hang on a second. Pause real quick. Why Marcus said in the comments, since when light-skinned dudes broke, y'all God's favorite.
Bro, I've been waiting for you to see that comment, G.
when did we become God's favorite? Like we have been the most hated people in history for the longest.
Say y'all God's favorite,
dog.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I am the chosen one.
You chose one. I'm the golden child.
But while we're on the topic,
all right. So can you hear me any better?
Yeah.
Okay. I turned down my bandwidth on Google Hangouts. It could be the hotel internet guy. Sorry, but there was one thing that I do find interesting is this. I get. And I'm one of the first ones in line that understands that Microsoft also has a problem with their first-party studios, things like that. But I don't buy into the argument of, well, buy this thing to play old games. Well, my game of the year this year was Doom, because I didn't play it last year. I didn't get a chance to get it until this year. That game didn't go away because new games coming out. I think a lot of people that are buying the console and buying it because they want to see some of their games that they've been playing look better, play better. For me, first thing I'm firing up is Tomb Raider because I've already beaten it, but I've got DLC sitting there waiting for me that I haven't played. And now I'm going to play it in near double the frame rate, which. Like Nickodemus and Kofi, I'm a frame rate guy.
Yeah, but
that appeals to me, and that made $350 worth it.
Now, oh shit, my bad. Okay, now that we on the topic of Black Jesus and representing Black Nation is Dallas, who be repping hard for Black Nation. Dallas, what do you think about the X, man? As advertised, you copying one?
Y'all can't see these Black Nation gang signs I'm throwing up right now, but
y'all realize I'm the only white guy in this podcast right now, right?
Well, Nick is light bright, damn near white.
Well,
yeah. Trust me, I'm lighter than here.
We'll make it to where we're going. Either way, I think for one, it's one of those questions that should definitely be asked again once all this hype died down. So we should put this in our pocket and come back to it again. 2, if I'm being completely and totally honest, I'm answering this question as a spectator. I haven't really been into Microsoft or into Xbox rather since OG Xbox. That's when I was really, really playing a lot. But I hear good things. I see good things. I just don't see them in 4K. it's not for me in particular, just because I like games.
You like PlayStation games.
He like games. That man said he likes
PlayStation games.
He likes to play video games on his gaming console. That's what this man just said. And the Xbox One X does not fit the profile.
Oh God.
Now,
well, you lucky mine not here. You keep talking shit and talk rip because mine not here. Because when mine get back, we in your ass.
I'm coming over. I'm coming over to check it out. I'm coming over to check it out. So that's
my guy.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter to me.
I'm talking about the Xbox.
I mean, all you're gonna be doing is watching Netflix because you ain't got no games to play. But I'm gonna come and check out.
Pause. Nick. Tell me what you been playing on your PlayStation lately, because I be on PlayStation heavy now.
Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein 2, sir.
You be on Netflix and Peggle 2. That's all you play.
You even playing a game.
Peggle 2 and Netflix is all you do now, Nick.
Hey, no, I've been playing. Okay, Peggle. Yes, I've been playing Peggle 2. I'm not ashamed.
And Netflix. Don't say it's your wife neither.
I've been playing Wolfenstein 2, and I watch Netflix late at night in my personal time. There's nothing wrong with it.
On Twitter all night. Ooh, Stranger Things 2. Where you watching that? On his PlayStation. That's all he do is watch Netflix, bro.
Hey, man, I can watch Netflix and play video games. Like I can make time for all of it.
So you can on Xbox as well.
But you have a choice. You don't have a choice if you ain't got no games.
I hate your light skin.
You ain't got no choice. I got choices.
I hate your light skinned ass, bro.
On the cool. It kind of hurts my dark skin pride to side with Nick, but I'm on his side with this.
See,
bro. Wait till my comeback, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all keep talking reckless, bro. My comeback is over. It's over. Okay, so apparently this rumor may have been shot down already, but I still want to talk about it. Yes. Apparently there was supposed to be a Superman Rocksteady game. That was the rumor that was floating around. Was that may have been shot down? I haven't seen that myself. Have you guys seen about that being shot down? That rumor?
You know, I've been hearing this rumor since around the time of the launch of Arkham Knight. I've been hearing about this for a good long time. It was on and off again and on again and off again, like for the longest time. It's one of those, if it happens, cool. If it don't, cool.
Personally, I wouldn't want no damn Superman game. Any of y'all really want to play a damn Superman game? Think about how OP. Think about how OP he is. What do you literally? The game will have to be every grunt in the game will have to carry carry around some kryptonite to damage you, or the game will have to not be set on Earth.
Nah, they could make it work. I mean, legit. Superman is weak. Like Superman gets his ass kicked more than any superhero or whatever.
Yeah, but the whole game can't be bosses. The whole game can't be bosses.
Why not? Cuphead is.
I mean, it's possible.
Not for no Superman game.
No, it won't have to be. If you think about it like this, the story of Injustice and Injustice 2 was a Superman game. I mean, they made that work. They gave him enemies somehow.
But it just wouldn't make sense. Kofi, would you play a Superman game, bro?
Look, I would check it out if it looked good, but I'm not a fan of Superman. Never been a fan of Superman. I think he's kind of whack, kind of corny.
Oh, he's trash. He complete trash.
Yeah, I remember Superman 64.
Kind of whack as well. I'm not a fan of Superman in general, but like if his game was awesome, but I've seen people have this conversation before, like, oh, once you run into a problem that this guy is like super OP'd, I guess I could see that being an issue. Unless the game has you like going around catching planes and saving people from like stuff like that. I don't know though. I would have to see it. I would have to see and how it's done. But I would definitely check it out. Like if they were to like drop one. And Rocksteady's a good studio too.
Yes.
So, I would trust them to do it though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just
if Rocksteady do it. No, if Rocksteady do it, they're gonna do it right, man. The biggest challenge.
A good studio, so.
The biggest challenge would be like getting the flying mechanic down though.
Yeah.
But you can see Batman actually getting beat up or hurt. That's realistic.
I mean, as far as the game itself, as far as the game being as good as it was when Batman Arkham Asylum was first talked about, you didn't see that game being as good as it is. You didn't see that game making a series that happened to be as good as it was, but they took that shit and they ran with it.
It's more realistic seeing Batman getting hit in the face and kind of being rocked back. You can tell me some Grunt 1 or Grunt 37 gonna hit Superman and he gonna bounce back. You gonna lose health. You like, what the hell? I'm Superman. Like, dude hit me on the street. I'm not supposed to lose no health. And tell me, that's like the ultimate cheat code.
Nah, I mean, no.
That he be fighting grunts. Like,
who
you don't know what they pull out. I mean, Goku get beat up every week.
So you would think if it was made, it wouldn't be an open world game.
I think it better be.
It would have to be, right? Yeah. So an open world game it's not gonna be just bosses. It's gonna be
no. Like, you could put him in a space where he's fighting like Brainiac and his minions. You know what I'm saying? And Brainiac's minions are pretty powerful, and it would give him a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So everything don't have to be like a boss. Like the minions of yeah, exactly. And those minions are powerful as well. So it would give him a challenge. So you just put him in a space where there's powerful minions. You don't all have to be like super power bosses, but
Superman has no challenge unless you have kryptonite.
Well, look,
Superman. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Superman is weak. He's weak-hearted, dude. He's always getting his ass kicked.
You know what I heard about Superman, isn't it? That like he has like more mental barriers on himself. Yeah. That's why.
Yes. Yeah. So he don't ever really fully unleash because he's such a coward. So he would get his ass kicked throughout the whole game, and maybe at the end of the game he'll finally get his Superman God powers and be able to beat everything.
Yeah, like I haven't really like. I don't know the Superman, what's it called? Story. Well, I know the story. I mean, like, I don't know all his characters and all the enemies that he has faced, but I'm pretty sure there's some tough guys.
Oh, there's a lot of good characters. Like Darkseid would be an amazing boss.
Yeah.
And all the minions on that planet and stuff would be amazing. So, I mean, they could really do it, dude. Like, Rocksteady couldn't pull it off. Like, let me ask you guys this. Do you think it would need to be third person, first person, or like you be able to enable go between either one?
Third person
only.
Third person only.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it first person.
The only thing I say that the only thing I say, like, yeah, it would have to be third person, but I would like for them to go back and forth, because when you're flying and stuff, you'd be more immersed in flying if it was first person. You know what I'm saying?
Make it VR at that point.
Huh?
Yeah, it would make it VR at that point.
It would have to be in VR.
The VR Superman would be pretty damn sweet.
If they could pull it off, if it ain't on janky and shit. It would be smooth.
VR Superman, where you fly around and stare at your little Rayman hands floating around.
Nah.
Now, let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna go around the panel, because the Dark Knight, the Batman series has ended. The Arkham Knight ended. The Batman series, that was a great series for the critically acclaimed by most people. And then we have Spider-Man PS4, which I am super hyped for. And we got this Superman rumor. But let me ask y'all this: if y'all could pick a superhero to make a game for, who would it be?
Black Panther.
Man, I'm glad
that's a good pick.
Yeah, Black Panther, very interesting character, dog. Yeah,
that would be actually a good pick. I would
really good, dog.
Game like that.
Well, y'all showing y'all bias on this podcast.
What?
Yeah, Black Panther. Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm just saying. You asked, I'm just saying.
What do you think, Dallas? Black Panther? You going Black Panther too?
I mean, what you want us to say? Aquaman? Man, nah.
I'm just saying, there might be no Green Lantern game. Y'all think
Green Lantern is black too, man.
Green Lantern's not
Hal
cool.
Jordan whack. Hal Jordan whack. Hal Jordan is whack.
That old stupid ass power. I don't like Green Lantern, man.
Green Lantern is whack too. I'm not a fan of DC. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see like a Wolverine. Well, we already seen that before.
We've seen that, and we had a good.
I would like to see a better. I would like to see a better one though, like a better Wolverine game.
I would like to see him expand on that one they had last gen that they brought out. That was
Origins
good.
Or some shit.
I think if they
again, that was pretty good.
Deadpool was dope, Dallas. You're right.
Like the Deadpool was good, but if they really like Ryan Reynolds the hell out of it, like
people hate the Deadpool game. I liked it.
It was good though. It was good for what it was supposed to be.
I never played it.
Don't listen to these guys. That game is complete trash.
Yeah, it's probably garbage. It looks garbage. That's why
it was horrible. It was horrible. Their tasting games are horrible.
We didn't say it was great. We said it was okay.
We really need a really good current gen X-Men game.
Yeah. X-Men would be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
X-Men would be cool.
Yeah, 4-player co-op. Yes, man. That would be lit.
I'm with X-Men or even an Iron Man. I would play an Iron Man game. That would be cool.
I'll play Iron Man over Green Lantern and shit. Yeah. I mean, he ain't number one, but yeah, I guess I can manage. Yeah. Ain't nobody y'all ain't said nobody that top Black Panther yet though. Just saying.
I think
that's because Black Panther is that hotness right now, bro. So of course we can't think of nothing that's hotter than him. He the hotness right now.
gameplay wise, it will make a good game.
It would.
Especially
Gameplay
if you
wise,
get, like good martial arts.
story wise, man.
Story wise, yeah, that's
Think
yeah,
about
man.
that open world. Think about just Wakanda in its by itself.
Oh yes, beautiful, lush environments.
Man.
Yeah.
man,
That's why Black Panther would work, because it would be beautiful, like in the setting and shit. Like it would be beautiful.
And I think it'll be Xbox One X enhanced. Ooh.
Made by Rocksteady. Xbox One enhanced.
Yo, a Black Panther game, I would have that joint day one, steel book cover, all that stuff, man. We'll go full blown. It's the same people who hate us, are the same people who hate Wolfenstein too, because it's anti.
Marcus said Cyborg. I mean, Cyborg? Really?
Actually,
A game?
yeah,
Does he even talk? Cyborg?
Cyborg is a G.
Cyborg don't do shit.
Yeah, I don't think he's enough of an. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't read the comics and
He
shit.
can
so I
stand
can't
on
really
his
say.
own. Cyborg is a sidekick ass dude.
Yeah, he can't stand on his own, in my
Same thing people were
opinion.
saying about Iron Man before the first movie came out.
This man said Cyborg is better than Black Panther.
Oh man,
I don't know about all that, though.
I don't think so.
nah, you got some ignorant people in this comment
Batman is
section.
Black Batman, basically.
Marcus, you ignorant, bro. You ignorant.
Black Batman.
Maybe he's saying that because he liked to watch Teen Titans Go. That's why he. Yo, y'all laugh, but Teen Titans Go hard. Beast Boy is like I think Beast Boy is black on the cool.
Teen Titans Go.
I like the original one, the original series. I don't know about this.
I know. I like the original one too.
The original was dope, but the
I
was
would bring that
funny,
shit back, man.
that one was actually really good.
I tell you what game I want to see.
Teen Titans Go is like a mobile show or something.
It's like a mobile version.
Yeah, real talk.
Like if Nickelodeon to stop playing these games and give us a really, really good Avatar game, it doesn't have to be Korra. It doesn't have to be.
The Legend of Korra was underrated, bro. That game was slept on.
But
Go play Legend of Korra, bro.
It wasn't what it could have been. It wasn't nearly.
Who said ill? Who said ill?
I said that.
Did you play it?
No, but I don't need to play it to know it's boo boo, dog.
Oh, that man says boo boo butter.
You sleep, bro. You sleep.
Is the only Avatar game that's been released that I have.
Yeah, I still remember the one on 360, the last Airbender. That was like that easy 1,000 points and shit. I still remember that. Yeah.
Y'all sleep on that little lesbian, bro. She cold.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. On the cold though, Corey got them hands and the feet.
Kofi, bro, go buy the game, bro. And
Nah, fam, I don't know about that.
You can probably get on Steam for like $3. G, quit being cheap.
It's on PC. I don't even know. I never even knew it's on PC.
Go find it. I'm sure you can find it for hella cheap on PC. You're not gonna regret it, G.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna take your word for it.
You know what though?
That means he gonna take your word for it. He ain't gonna play it. He is not playing that game.
Y'all sleep, man. Y'all sleep. But shout out to Mamacita who in the chat.
Nah, she enjoying the podcast. Take that shout out back.
What you mean she not enjoying it?
She didn't join the podcast, so take that shout out
Her
back.
throat don't work.
Revoke somebody else's shout out.
Her throat don't work. You know this. She having trouble with the throat stuff.
Shout out to Kofi and NLG in Dallas.
Yo, Ma gonna kick your ass
right there. It's my girl.
Nah, what's up, Ma? What's happening, Ma?
Now, let me ask you guys a question. So, in my opinion, I believe 2017 has been the holy mecca of gaming this 8th generation. I think the 2014, 2015, 2016 can't compare to what we received in 2017.
I don't know. They had a lot of good indies in 2015, man.
But let me ask y'all this. I'm going to go around the panel. Do you guys think 2018 can top it? Because there's some bangers coming out. Do you think 2018 can top it? I'm going to start with Dallas.
I think 2018, for one, better. I think it's definitely possible. There's quite a few games I'm looking forward to for this next year. And it's some I'm looking forward to for beyond that I hope they just happen to say, hey, look, we're done. Here you go. But that's just a fantasy. Either way, I think 2018 will absolutely top 2017. If it don't, I'll just eat my words.
What you think, Kofi? You think 2018 can take 2017?
Oh yeah, like I know, these consoles are just catching their stride. Like if you know anything about Sony, at least they always start off slow, then they always bring out the bangers later on. So I think the best is to come, man. I think the best is to come. Microsoft actually got games.
There it is.
Next year too.
I'm saying the fact that Microsoft dropping games are making
Microsoft actually got a couple of games. You know, State of Decay, a Sea of Thieves. What else? Can you guys help me here?
They got a few good indies like The Last Night.
Yeah, The Last Night looks
That's
interesting.
pretty dope.
Project Shift. If y'all ain't seen Shift, bro, Shift looks amazing.
What else do they have? Ashen. They got some. It's much better than this year. But we'll see how the games turn out. But it's kind of ironic that all the games that were hyped up for this year is actually coming out next year. But I digress.
I think Crackdown will be canceled, but
that game's I don't know. We'll see how that game.
I forgot about Crackdown. I thought that came out already.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about that joint.
Yeah, I think at this point,
I can't wait for Scalebound in 2018, man.
Boy,
this is gonna be lit. You ready? You ready, Fame? You ready to play with them dragons, fam?
You a whole
ready to play
for
the
that.
dragon? Look, I already pre-ordered it for you, fam.
You
for
a
your birthday.
whole for that.
Next year.
Yeah, you know how criticism that I see Xbox gamers say for PlayStation gamers, like, oh, Sony announces their games and they don't come out until 2-3 years later. At this point, I feel like my Xbox fans can't use that anymore to throw shade at PlayStation fans, because Microsoft be like, yo, our games are coming out this year, then delay it for like 3 or 4 years. So it's basically the same damn shit. So yeah, but as for games coming out in 2018, it's looking good, man. PlayStation's looking good. Microsoft got stuff. Nintendo, they're gonna bring some shit. We got Yoshi, Kirby, Fire Emblem confirmed. Metroid's on the way, Pokemon's on the way, Octopath Traveler's looking good.
Damn.
So overall, 2018 is looking to be great too,
Switch
man.
gang is in the building. These niggas just naming games.
Wait, but what's coming out for the Switch next year?
Yoshi, this is confirmed, right? Yoshi, Kirby.
Metroid coming out next year?
I don't think so. I don't think Metro Prime is coming out.
You said Pokemon coming out next year for sure?
I'm not sure about that, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it did. But I'm not.
So pretty
too
much
sure
all
about
these
that.
games you named on here, they're not coming out. You're just
No. Fire Emblem is confirmed.
Okay.
Yoshi, Kirby's confirmed. And Nintendo always holds like a big direct during January, so you already know they got some games in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised. I know Nintendo's gonna bring it though.
I ain't gonna front.
Is looking good. It's another game by Square Enix, by the creators of Bravely Default. I don't know if you guys heard of that game. Really good game.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When that Pokemon game drop, I'm buying me another Switch. I'm just being real with it.
You buy your shit too soon, man.
Let me tell you what'll make me buy a Switch right now. I don't know if y'all know of this game at all, but they told if they said Golden Sun was coming to Switch, a brand new Golden Sun game.
I heard of that game. I never played it. It came out on the Game Boy, right?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
I think they had one on the 3DS.
Golden Sun. No, I don't know about that.
Go look that up.
I hear good things about that game.
It's amazing. 1 and 2.
Never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it. But Nick, 2018 got 2017 beat. You got some bangers coming out next year.
Yeah, I mean, possibly, man. I mean, obviously, it's always quality over quantity. So, there's definitely potential there, especially on the PlayStation side of things, with God of War, Spider-Man, things like that. But I'm anticipating, a lot of those nice looking indie games I saw at the Microsoft press conference to drop next year. I'm saying that definitely will pique my interest to look, more towards their end of things as well. But I mean, it has potential, man. It just, the game's got to be, quality. I don't get, super hyped about a lot of games and stuff. I kind of wait and see, how they're really going to be. Like that Spider-Man game, for example. I'm not hyped for Spider-Man. And I'll tell you why, because there's very rare we get a good Spider-Man game. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like in the past for me, every time I get hyped for a Spider-Man game and stuff, it ends up being trash. So this game, it looks good and all that shit, man, but I'm just saying it might be trash and everybody's gonna be disappointed. So I'm not getting my hopes up. But it's got the potential, man. I don't know. 2017 was hot, man. They had a lot of good quality games. You know what I'm saying? A lot of games that rated high on Metacritic and stuff like that, sold well, gamers enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough to beat as far from a quality standpoint.
I don't know why I asked Nick, because he didn't even play Horizon Zero Dawn, so his opinion don't even matter.
Aloy is like a no-look pass, bro. I'm not even dealing with her.
I'm about to mute your ass. Hold on. Mike, what are your thoughts on 2018, man?
2018 looks lit. I mean, their games we're not even talking about, like Ori, Will and the Wisp.
I hope that comes out next year, but I don't think it has a.
I think it's coming out next year. Kingdom Come Deliverance, which looks like a great medieval game. There's a few others that I think We Happy Few is coming out next year.
Their game preview already?
Yeah, it's in game preview now, but it's coming out. Detroit looks unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
There's a lot of games coming next year.
Detroit looks crazy. I forgot about that.
I played that.
If that is everything that they hype it to be, that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, you're right.
Metro Exodus is coming out next year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh shit, Anthem. Next year is lit, bro.
Psychonauts 2, if you guys are into those kind of games.
2, yep.
I mean, there's a game a month I can think of. I mean, that's just the first part of the year.
Yeah.
That doesn't even count what they're going to talk about at E3 next year.
I don't fucking know.
Shadow of the Colossus comes out. The remake of that comes out next year. Code Vein. I mean, it's some good.
Oh, yo, let's not forget about Owl Boy coming to the consoles next year.
Boy, stop.
Yo, that Owl Boy is gonna be lit. I'm telling you. Y'all ain't play Owl Boy? It was PC exclusive. It's coming out in 2018 on consoles. It's pretty dope. I'm telling you, it's pixelated gloriness. I'm telling you.
Love it.
I'm excited for Monster Hunter though.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
you
a lot
know,
of great games on that scene,
speaking
man.
of pixels, you know a game looked dope. That last night game that Microsoft showed at E3.
Man,
Like something about that game just got me like, I need to check that out. And it's an indie game. So you know Nick won't play. It's an indie game.
Stop. That's all I really play, sir. That's all I really play. Besides Wolfenstein 2.
That's all you play triple A's from my side of the
I can't stand triple A's. Playing triple A games all the time is like getting ass raped in an alley with no Vaseline.
Now, I need to ask y'all a question, and y'all probably got different thoughts on this. So I believe we was kind of getting spoiled, especially last year's PSX. We got a little spoiled because they came out with a hell of a show.
It's pronounced spurled.
What?
Spurled.
What you talking about?
he got spurled.
It's spurled. That's how it's pronounced.
Don't spurl it for him.
Yeah. Spurled.
What?
It's spurled, man.
Oh, you said spoiled. What did I say?
You said spoiled. It's pronounced spurled.
Bro, you don't just
I'll say it.
Bro, this is why I don't like black people. This is why right here.
You just need to talk right. You're embarrassing everybody on the panel. It's spurled. All right, go ahead.
We were spoiled with PSX last year. We're spoiled. But this year we're hearing that PSX may not even have a traditional conference. So, do you guys think Paris Games Week and all this Last of Us 2 glory ruined PSX this year because Sony felt that they needed to come up and show games a month early? Let's start with Kofi.
Sony got too much conferences. That's what it is, man. They got a lot of conferences that they do. Obviously, look, some shit's gonna be repeated. If you got that much conferences in a year, shit's gonna be repeated. So I don't really see the big issue. At this point, I wasn't really looking forward to PSX. Especially after I heard that Paris Games Week is gonna have all the big stuff. So yeah, like I said, PlayStation got a lot of conferences a year. So this is expected.
Hey,
I mean, even if they did have a conference or whatever, ain't nobody gonna like it besides the purists, because all they really show at PSX is indies and PSVR. You know what I'm saying? So
now last year they showed some good stuff last year. They showed a couple of good things or whatever. Triple A's, if you call them what that is good, but like mostly PSX is really for the smaller like games and stuff. Honestly, that's what those conferences are really for. So you don't think they should have saved Paris Games Week for PSX for the people who actually going out? They're hardcore fans.
It could have been a strategy to throw off the Xbox X a little bit. Maybe that's why they did that. You never know.
Nah, they did a big one last year though.
The Paris Games Week? I don't remember it, to be honest.
Yeah, that was their first.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember Paris Game Week last year at all.
Yeah, I really don't. What did they
I don't either. I really don't.
Everybody thought it was. Yeah, I remember it, and it was decent. Everybody thought it was there to damper the Xbox One S release at the time.
Because I look at Paris Games Week, how I look at Tokyo Game Show. They both is kind of irrelevant to me.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that too.
But PSX really, like the first year they did it, I was like, oh, okay. But then last year, I'm like, holy hell, like this is dope. And then so I was thought that's gonna be like the custom thing, you know, going forward. But look like they popped their cherry at Paris Games Week. Dallas, you got any thoughts about PSX being pretty much you'll enjoy it if you go? I think he gone.
He gone.
He gone.
He gone.
He gone. So last episode before we left, I got everyone's game of the year.
Hey,
and I got
can I get on that PSX?
Oh, my bad, Mike. Yes.
It's all right. It's all right.
My fault. Mike, yeah, thoughts about PSX this year, man. You think Paris Games Week ruined it?
Well, I think yes and no, because PSX is a fan show. That's what it's there for. Remember that Sony doesn't do a lot of fan fests. I mean, Microsoft seems to be, really into fan fests, E3, Gamescom, stuff like that. So not. So this is their big fan show where they don't necessarily have to announce anything new. They can have people come out and play the stuff that they were talking about. So people are going to get a chance to play God of War. People are going to get a chance to play. I think they're going to get a chance to see Dreams. Dreams is coming to PSX, so we're finally going to get some news on that. But here's the thing. I think that what we're seeing is what I was kind of afraid was going to happen, and that is the pull away from E3. If you notice, what they said about what Paris Game Show was, well, the E3 was only half the story, was what they said. And Kofi said kind of something that's kind of true. They have all of these conferences, and E3 wasn't this great kicker conference that it usually was. And I think what you're seeing is people are pulling away from E3 otherwise. EA, Activision, nobody really has a giant presence there anymore. And even this year, Microsoft's booth at E3 this year is tiny as compared to other years. I think Paris Games Week, I think to an extent PSX will become, I think to an extent PAX will begin to become these games, these places where Sony's going to show their stuff, and it's not going to be long before Microsoft follows suit. I mean, Nintendo doesn't do a show either. They do a video con, in a treehouse. And so I think this is what you're seeing is Paris Games Week becomes the bigger show.
All right, man. We will definitely see. I'm still hoping that we see something, but we'll see how that all plays out. Mm-hmm. But last episode, I got everyone's game of the year, and I know Nick missed last week's episode, so I want to ask Nick and Kofi and Mike, as of right now, what is your 2017 game of the year? Let's start with
you gonna start with the lightest person here or what?
That means Mike. Mike, what's your 20? He's the lightest person here. So Mike, what's your 2017?
that shit backfired.
Right now, I gotta go with Horizon Zero Dawn.
My guy. Not a bad choice.
Let me tell you, when I get into a game enough that I don't play anything else until I'm done, that's a game of the year candidate for me. I can't say Doom because Doom was 2016, so I use that as a joke. But Horizon Zero Dawn, when I started it, I did not feel what a lot of other people felt, where it got repetitive or grindy. It didn't feel like a grind fest game to me, and that was a game that I actually took the time to go after the plat, and I didn't play anything else until I was done with that game. So right now, Like even Cuphead, I stopped playing Cuphead to go play something else. I'll come back to Cuphead. I didn't do that with Horizon Zero Dawn. So right now, that stands as my game of the year.
And, for me, it's probably Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think that was my favorite game.
Of course you would say that.
Oh yeah, I figured that.
I think it is actually my favorite build.
Have you beat Mario Odyssey yet?
I have 700 moons. I mean, not 7. Sorry, I have almost 700 moons.
Okay. So Zelda over Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey is really, really good, but I think I like Zelda was just a great experience for me. I also beat Horizon Zero Dawn. I was one of those people who felt like, halfway through or towards the end, they felt like a drag a little bit. But overall, my experience with the game was really good. I played Neo. I beat that. That's one of my top 5. I would say too. Neo's very, very good. And Odyssey would be top 5 too, But I think, if I had to pick one, it would be Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Nick, you can choose the game, but you can't say Nier because we all know Nier trash. So, what's the game of the year, Nick?
I'm saying, man, y'all, everybody be sleeping, bro. I don't understand why y'all be sleeping out here. I mean, I respect you guys as gamers and stuff, man. I follow you on Twitter, all that stuff. Watch your stupid little YouTube videos and shit. But none of y'all be like awake like you need to be. None of you be enlightened like you need to be.
I beat my first playthrough. I have to play the game like 3 more times to get the true end.
Yeah. See, so you don't even know what you're missing right now because you played just the first playthrough, right? Dude, you gotta get to the 3rd playthrough. It's a culmination of everything. Dog, you gotta get to the 3rd playthrough.
Right now, I started the 2nd one. I'm playing everything as 9S now. I'm like, shit, is this basically the same game?
No. See, the 9S thing is like the in between, man. It's gonna make sense once you get to that 3rd playthrough. Like your eyes are gonna be open. I'm telling you, your eyes.
What does that, dude? Play this whole game 3 times. You get the true end.
It's not exactly the same.
It is a different game each playthrough. It's a different game each playthrough, guys. Listen, trust me. I'm saying get through the 9S stuff. It makes sense. It's gonna make sense. Okay, you get to the 3rd playthrough. It's a whole different game. It is. It really is, and it brings everything together. Yes, obviously, Nier Automata is my game of the year, man. It's an amazing story. I love the way they broke it up. So I cannot speak highly enough about this game. Like, Mike, have you experienced the gospel that is Nier?
Not yet.
Okay, so you cannot choose a game of the year until you play Nier. Nier kills Horizon. I'm sorry, guys. It kills Horizon. It killed every game. Nier got me off of Horizon.
I don't know, man. Those invisible walls kind of annoy me, dog.
Oh, you guys. I'm telling you, Nier is the game that got me off of Horizon. Nier is the one that made me sit through it and just play it. Like, I couldn't play nothing else.
Play some Zelda. Now you have the same effect. Probably won't touch Nier again.
No, I don't think so, dog. Dog. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll play Zelda if you, play Nier, and at the 3rd playthrough, and then you tell me it's not better than every game you played. I'm telling you.
Now you kind of hyping it, but Nier is actually good, though. I really enjoyed the first playthrough. I'm working on the 2nd one still, but other games came out, falling off. Right now, I'm playing that Persona because everyone's telling me this game is magical. So far, I'm enjoying it. I have about 14 hours into the game. I'm 14 hours into the game now, and Persona 5 is actually pretty damn good. It's a good role-playing game.
I mean, it's a tough call, man, because there's a lot of great games that have honestly come out, 2017. It's really about preference, but man, I don't know. That Nier hit a special place in my heart. And that soundtrack, woo, Lord, we listened to that soundtrack all the way down to San Antonio, guys. You guys are riding with me. Yes, you are riding with me. I got the freaking soundtrack on my iPod. I got it on my iPod. It's amazing. We are gonna dab.
I'm driving, so no.
So okay, even better. I'm DJing, even better.
Nah, bro. I don't think so. And but as far as Nier goes, I get it when it's PlayStation Plus. But we actually gonna we're gonna wrap it up. Like some of us, like not us, like some of y'all like to do this while you ain't got no kids. Ooh. We're gonna wrap it up with get these outros going.
Smart.
Hate y'all. Get these outros going. Let's start with Nickodemus, man. Say your piece, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks everybody for coming out. Shout out to Kofi and Mike for joining the podcast. Appreciate you guys coming on. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out, and we out of here. Peace.
And we got the newest member of the Inner Circle Games Network, my man Dallas.
Man, let me see. Usually at the end of shows and stuff, they offer some advice. Let me think. Don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, don't snap and drive. Only you can prevent forest fires, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Damn, you went all back to the 90s.
90s, it's 80s. G.I. Joe, man.
Oh shit, you're right. 80s, damn.
And we got one of our two guests that was on for this sausage fest, Mike Mullins from NLG.
How do I respond to that? Yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure being out. Thanks for inviting me, Fame. This is we love you guys over here at TiC. I tell Anchor all the time, it's the 3-letter channels. TiC, NLG. We'll have to figure out yours, Kofi.
PSP.
PSP. We don't do Sony PSP. Now that was a
no wonder they call us the Sony podcast sometimes, man.
That was a anyway, thank you guys for having me on, man. It's been a pleasure. Come check us out and hang out in our chat room, man. We have some great talking there.
No doubt. And last but not least, we got one of my favorite channels, one of my favorite podcasts on YouTube. My man, Press Start, Kofi.
Thanks for having me, Fame. It was a pleasure. It's always good speaking with you, man. Shout out to Nickodemus, Michael, and all the members. You can find me my Press Start Kofi. Check out my podcast, Press Start Podcast. And yeah, it was a good show.
Dope. I know most of you guys are watching this on the TiC Network YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're listening on Podbean or iTunes, thank you guys once again for rocking out with us. And if you are watching through our website, TiCGN.com, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to read all of our newest articles and newest reviews. Like I said, Dallas is one of our newest reviewers, so Nick will be putting him to work thoroughly soon here. This has been episode 38 of the Double XP podcast. You guys have a great one. And I'm out.